Giving all glory and honor and praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone Home Rule well and teaching this 100% truth. Shalom and salutations to the hopeful elect, beginning with the 144,000 and the rest of the men, women, and children. I'm your brother McGunn, Shalomar. The title of this short video is He's a Proud Man, Neither Keepeth at Home. This is dealing with Neuro 47. But also in general, Esau, Edom. They take over other nations' land and call it out their own name. They never get enough. They're never satisfied. Now you're going to see how Argentina, the president, is offering Donald Trump the share of his oil down there to keep him from going to war and invading the homeland in Argentina. So let's get right into it. This is fair use. Fair use is not for monetary gain, but for educational purposes only. Fair use.
Colombia and raised tariffs on Colombian goods after the Colombian president, Gustavo Petro, condemned the U.S. for blowing up boats in the Caribbean, many off the coast of Venezuela. In recent weeks, the U.S. has blown up at least 7 boats, alleging without proof they were used for drug trafficking. Petro accused the U.S. of killing innocent Colombians. Trump responded by calling Petro a, quote, illegal drug leader, unquote. Petro then responded by writing, quote, trying to promote peace in Colombia is not being a drug trafficker, unquote. Meanwhile, the U.S. has repatriated 2 people from Ecuador and Colombia who survived a deadly U.S. strike on a vessel last week. This all comes as President Trump is threatening to begin launching attacks inside Venezuela. Despite reports, Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro has offered to give the U.S. a stake in Venezuela's oil wealth and other natural resources. Trump was asked about this on Friday at the White House and responded by using an expletive to warn Venezuela.
Offering mediation, what should we do to stop that?
He has offered everything. He's offered everything. You're right. You know why? Because he doesn't want to around with the United States.
Trump has admitted that the United States has launched a covert CIA operation in Venezuela.
So that was my mistake. Is actually Venezuela. I think I said Argentina. So I'm going to correct that. It is Venezuela. But as you can see, that they're getting right to the point with Donald Trump. They know that this devil's only thing he's want is greed from their resources. So he's right away is offering him the oil, and Trump know it. You know, Trump being pompous and all. Let me play that back.
Offering mediation, what should we do to stop that?
He has offered everything. He's offered everything. You're right. You know why? Because he doesn't want to around with the United States.
You see, so that's the proud man of Nero 47. Yeah, he's just a face part of Esau, Edom in this world today, because the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, and Esau, Edom being the wicked. This is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 4. It says, and the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord. And the Egyptians talking about America, because America is known today as spiritual Egypt. This is where the majority of the whole house of Israel is located, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Indians. It says, and the Egyptians will I give over into the hands of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, said Yahweh, the Lord of hosts, Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Hosts of what? The hosts of armies. So this man, Donald Trump, is the cruel Lord in these last days that's over, that we believe is Neuro 47. Speaking from the elder apostle of Great Millstone, you know, he just spiritually came back, Nero from the past, who persecuted the Israelites. So he's back today. Let's go to the book of Habakkuk. It says, Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. See that? Because you just saw how he was so pompous about how they fucking with fucking with America. They offering everything. You see that? So he's very proud over the fear that he had in the northern tribes down there in Venezuela. You know, that makes him more proud to say that. He said, but the just shall live by his faith. And who is the just? It's the Israelites. But mainly, the Lord is only dealing with the elect, you know, because we know that this time is going to be cut short. Because if not, this devil will destroy he would even destroy all the elect. But the Lord had to cut this time short, man. You know. It says in verse 5, yeah, also because he transgresses by wine, he's a proud man, right? And his wine is by his diplomacies and all the things that he writes is only to benefit him. You know, he's a very proud man. Esau Edom is very proud. Donald Trump is very proud because they think they have no one to answer to. You know, it said neither keepeth at home who enlarges his desire as hell, right? Because Esau Edom should have never left the mountains. You know, the Caucasus Mountains, where they're from Mount Seir, they should have never left. But look where they are now. They're all over the world, taking over other people's lands, kicking out the original nations, and calling themselves the European, when it was the actual Japhetic people, known today as the Polynesians or the sea people. You know, they pushed them out of their land and taken over it all over the earth. You know, that's what they do. They enlarge their territories as desire as hell, and as death cannot be satisfied. They can never be satisfied. Even if Trump take all the oils down there in Venezuela, he's going to find something else. Esau Edom is always going to find something else that they want, that they just need. You know, they never satisfied, man. He said, but gather unto him all nations and heap unto him all people. And that's what he's done since he's been in the rule of this earth. You know, since the Lord had given him the power to do so, you know, he gathered himself all nations and heaped himself all people. Why? Because he want to be as if he's the Most High. He want to sit up on the throne as if he's the Most High. That's why Yahweh Shai had to put this man out, take him out. You know, he's going to take out America in one short hour. America's going to be destroyed. And that hell, desire as hell, is talking about the grave. Like, the grave is never full. You know, the grave is never, there's never enough graves on this earth. And that's how the desire of this man is going to be. And that's why the Lord's going to take him out. You know, take out America as well in 1 hour. But that's going to also be the downfall of Esau Edom power on this earth. And with that, I want to hope you was edified. Call halal Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, or Kahal Kadash. Again, double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom.